Stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie sky is wide and high. Deep in the heart of Texas, the sage and blue is like perfume. Deep in the heart of Texas, reminds me of the one I love. Deep in the heart of Texas.
That's crazy. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Waffle House.
The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. I need to pop. Goddamn. We'll get it.
So could you make this like 4 inches this to the left? Thank you.
Check, check, check. Can everybody hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Jones, what it doozy, my boy. Final Four bound. Fuck with us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
All
me?
right, now we're working. How
Yeah,
about that?
How about, man? Them boys came out the gates breathing fire.
You know, the internet was asking a lot of questions about the Cougs, and the internet's got a lot of SEC fans, and they asked the question, how's Houston going to deal with such a great defense in Tennessee? I mean, I know that y'all are ranked high in defense because, you're in the Big 12. You're just in a lesser division. How do you think they're going to do? Well, I might have gotten some people mad on the interwebs when I told them we're going to whoop the shit out of you. You ain't seen defense like this. It's a different style. It's Texas style.
Hey, Towns, I got to tell y'all a story. So today we landed back in Birmingham from Orlando. We got on the bus. One of our coaches was like, Galen, I got a tough one tonight. I was like, yeah, we do. But we're going to get the win, though. And then another coach said, yeah, y'all might get beat. I said, well, let's bet some money. The whole bus went, ooh. So they gassed him up. His pride made him bet. And I just got a direct deposit from him. So, yeah, man, don't bet against them boys, man. Don't bet against them. Don't do that. Them boys came out the gate on a mission.
They don't understand these people don't understand ball. They're just, they had a good year. Yeah. And all of a sudden they think everything is fine and dandy. But you saw what this team can be in the first half.
Yeah.
We're still not putting things together, but we woke up again in the second half at the right time. And usually we hit a three ball for a dagger. This time we hit three and then hit it up, did it again with two more, with Malik dropping a bomb.
Man, I want to talk about Terrence.
Hold on. We gotta get Ryan because his his freaking audio is off, and we don't want him to start trying to get interviews.
It's off now?
Now we can hear you.
Can you talk?
Yeah, I'm
Now-
going to figure out this
Now
this whole thing. Eventually, there's going to be enough. Look who we got.
Hi there.
The
Mama
real star
said,
of the
what
show.
it do? What it do?
He's going to talk to Galen. I'll take your glass.
Like this.
Yeah, well, however you want.
Hey, Galen.
How you doing? How you feeling over there?
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable, huh? Were
Miss
you a little
Sandra?
nervous?
Oh yeah, no, I mean after the start of the game, no nervousness whatsoever.
You know what a good friend Rick is. I hated that it was against Rick, but I'm not giving it back.
Yeah. So Miss Sandra, I gotta ask you, does winning
Okay.
ever get old?
No,
Mm.
no,
Heard it from the goat
No.
wife herself. It never gets old, man.
You know, we lost 18 straight at Washington State. 18 straight.
Mm.
And you can't. Sometimes I think you have to lose to know how to win.
Mhm.
You have to appreciate, you have to go through the losing to be a gracious winner, but to appreciate every single win. And you know this, Galen, every single step along the way.
Mm.
Can't take shortcuts here.
Can't take culture. Culture. Well, Miss
Hey.
Sandra, y'all go ahead and enjoy that win. It's good seeing
I
you.
will. Wait, I need to take these. Hold on. Here, Ryan. Bye. Love you guys. Love you,
All right, I love
Galen.
you.
You cardigan
Spoken
she's
like a
wearing.
true-
Oh,
spoken
Look at
like a
this.
true
This is the
coach.
Look at
same.
that.
That's the same company Kim Mulkey uses. It's
Queen Sparkles.
Queen of Sparkle out of Baton Rouge.
Mm.
Good people at Baton Rouge doing everything right. The
Giving you
boys are
some
going
ideas
back
there,
to
Galen.
the locker room. No, I can't imagine he's going to do that one. That's a lot of rhinestones.
Okay, well maybe Deaky will do it.
So was that good? I couldn't hear any of it. But she doesn't do a lot of podcasts, so
Yeah, that
that
sounded
was
good.
different. Okay, good.
She sounds like a coach's
She's
wife.
become one of my favorite people. We sit and talk for 30 or 45 minutes before every road game. And she is so eccentric and fun and enjoyable. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you these guys that are about to walk out. Or they're walking to the locker room. And they'll be coming this way eventually. So if you would, Brad, will you put it on full screen and just show them walking with their hats, their nets, their shirts?
That's so
I don't know how to do that. Let's see here. Let's see. No,
That's
not
full
this one.
screen, but the wrong one. There's Ryan Elbin, who's 1-for-1 in his coaching career
Here, let
in
me
Final
remove-
Fours.
Let me remove me and Galen real quick.
Okay, so it's just the Ryan Monceaux podcast, finally. And frankly, I think this is going to soar. These guys are doing so much. They're having so much fun. Why would you want to leave this? They got to go back to the locker room. Here comes Quantis White, the new head coach of Louisiana. Can't go take his new job because all he keeps doing is winning. There's Javier Francis. Great job, man. Awesome. There's Seb Lott coming in. Really cool. Just seeing everybody. The guys are taking pictures, enjoying themselves. Terrence is getting some much deserved press attention. He's been waiting to go off, and finally happens in Indianapolis in the Elite Eight. You're going to the Final Four. And, I've been around these guys every day since September. And I do have a little emotion um, for them individually. I mean, it's awesome for the school and for all the fans. But these guys, what they do, what they go through is so unreal. Here's JoJo. Matthew Crisley, one of the student managers. Here comes Malik with Chris Baldwin. I think whatever was happening with the head injury, I think it worked out for him. I'm not going to have him on the screen the whole time, so we'll just come over here. Um, the Tennessee people filed out really fast. They never got their footing. And when you think about it, these guys played 36 hours ago and came out and put that defensive performance on in the first half. That was insanity. And they held on and ended up winning by 19. Held Tennessee to 50 points. I think Hollis just brought pizzas out and a couple of different, I don't know what's in the boxes, but that's service right there. There comes Cordell Jefferson, parents as well. Jeff Conrad, SID to the stars. Happy for him. Happy for all these guys. Hey, Cordell. Everybody wants to chest bump me. Obviously, my physical presence. Everybody just feels like I should be one of them. Comes Emmanuel Sharp. Milos is still on the stage. He's doing pictures with pretty much everybody that wants a picture. Malik coming in with his girl. How awesome is that? After Ron. They're gonna do a group photo. We're gonna take it with them. LJ just walks by. Emmanuel just told Jawan, "You really suck." Jawan said that when y'all needed a bucket, you know who you called. Accurate. What he's done for 6 years. And Alex gonna take another photo. All right, Brad, Galen, y'all. That's a different look.
There we go.
I think we saw almost everybody. Milos is still taking photos. This has been
Soak it
fun.
in, man. Let them. They should just go. I would want to sit there and just sit on the floor for as long as it took.
Until they kick you out.
Yeah.
But you want to go to the locker room and celebrate with your guys.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I completely understand that. What are we talking about?
It all comes down to. This is what it all comes down to. This is why you kick it off in June and then just go through hell.
Barrel through.
This is what you put all that work in. I mean, this is for me, the season was, I got everything that I wanted out of the season at the end of the regular season. All of this is, every bit of this is just gravy, and I'm just ecstatic. And I don't know. Go ahead.
Nah, yeah, man. Shit, what can you say, man? Those guys, they work hard. They don't skip any steps, and they do everything they're supposed to do the way they're supposed to. So it's they're getting what they deserve.
I'm trying to ask this every day. I am part of the base there. They are right here at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah. Sir, I need to go.
This could be the greatest thing ever. We might get Ryan punched on live stream. God, please. Please let it happen. Somebody assault this man. Speaking of, how about a delicious assault on your taste buds from Star Pizza?
Star Pizza.
You know, tonight, it's a good time to celebrate. And for J1, I got it. How many rings has he got now?
Yeah.
40.
So many
Well,
rings.
there's no room for this.
He got so many nets.
Yeah.
Go have a big pepperoni pizza, the big J1, because that's
But
what
Juwan,
he is.
I don't know if y'all saw or heard that, but I got kicked off the court.
Get your ass off the court, Ryan.
I mean, all the other media is out there. I don't know why I got me special, but I'm going to jump off the feed and try to go get somebody. I will be right back.
I don't even know what I'd ask.
Whoa. Wow. Let's slow that down there, Mike. Let's listen.
Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
Oh man. So give me your thought of the game itself.
I was glad that Terrence was able to step up. You know, what stuck out to me was the first three that he made. He shot one, and the next time he had got the ball, he was open, but he passed it up, and he ended up turning the ball, ended up throwing the shit behind the rim, whatever that happened. And then Coach Sampson was like, "Shoot the fucking, like you made the first one, shoot it, like just shoot it." It's like the coach is begging you to shoot. And sure enough, the next time down, when he got the ball back, he shot it cash. So it's like I just thought him seeing the ball go through the net was really big for his confidence, and I thought that also fueled his desire to play hard on the defensive end as well as attacking the defensive glass. But I mean, it ain't too much to say. It ain't too much to say, man. It's what can you? These guys have earned it. Every time that people say all types of stuff about us. Cool, but we show up, we perform, and we win. I mean, no matter if it's pretty or ugly, we win, man. And it's just like that's just a hats off to our coaching staff, our coaches, their wives, our support staff, everybody. Shout out to everybody, man. This is a group effort. I'm fucking ecstatic right now. Like
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I gotta say, I know people here in this chat gave me shit for saying it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I said I have a feeling TA is going to step up when we really need him. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen. And it was huge today.
Yeah.
Huge. Because that first half, we had to have that to really go out and just we knocked them out of the game. And this is my not conspiracy, but this is my thought of why that happened the way it did. Is because they had a very specific game plan set up early. Okay. And then J1 goes out with 2 fouls at the 14-minute mark.
Very early. Very, very early.
So we went 4 guards on that with TA as the kind of 3/4. They didn't know how to deal with that.
Yes.
Because next thing you know, we're playing 4 out. And then everything opened up, and our guys took advantage of driving. Here, my only note of the first half, which I was very, very pleased to see. Let's see.
Well, damn.
In the first 14 minutes, we were 9 of 17 from the floor, and only 1 of 3 from 3. So we opened them up wide, and then just start attacking.
Sounds. I'm gonna need you to pause that. That was.
You thought
crazy.
I was gonna say penetrate?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I saw you flinching.
The funny thing is though, yesterday my trainer, he's a Michigan State guy. We were just talking about this matchup, and I was like, it's either gonna be a really close game or a blowout. It wasn't going to be anything else. It was either going to be total domination or it's going to be 12-13 lead switches and 12, 10 ties. Like it's gonna be a game like that. But what can you say, man? Like, really, what can you say? Them dudes is playing so fucking hard. Like, those dudes guard. Malik went from damn near being immobile to making impact plays. Like, he's always where the ball is. If you need a clutch rebound, he's gonna be there. And it's just like he was himself today, man. And it's just like I'm just glad that our guys are clicking. And I'm glad that Terrence especially was having offensive success, especially going into a game.
He played a lot better defensively today, too. He was a lot more active.
Yeah.
It seems, after he, whatever train wreck that he had on that one shot where he fumbled it and then threw it out of bounds or whatever, after he came back on that, I watched him on defense, and he didn't phase it. Didn't bother him a bit. He just locked back in. Yeah. And that showed me a guy who let the moment get a hold of him and then brought himself back and then got back in control and just said, I'm just going to play. And that's exactly what he did.
Well, I think our biggest lead in the first half was 21. And I wrote that down, and it's like, it seemed like we were just always on offense. And I know that's demoralizing when you're the team that's guarding that type of team. And I just felt like there was a couple times we could have took it from 21 to damn near 30 if we would have just made them guard. Because they got to a point they were getting desperate. I felt like once we got it over 20 in the first half, if we were able to just execute a little better. We took a couple of rush shots, but, I mean, I have no complaints. Coach Sampson would say, Miss America's walking by and you're worried about a bunion on the foot.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, but it's like, man, I'm looking.
I look over here get an update on the Auburn game.
Yeah, I'm watching.
They're stomping a mud hole in Michigan Michigan State, 23-8. Looking very similar to us.
Really similar. But you know what though? Michigan State's gonna come back.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I knew Tennessee was gonna make a run. I knew Tennessee was gonna make a run.
For sure.
Let me ask you this. We come out of halftime, got a big lead. They come out, you know what they're gonna do. You know they're gonna come and try to get us running, trying to bring up the tempo. So of course we want to take our time.
Yeah.
It was like the very first possession, I had to get up and go to the restroom because I was so mad because we just literally, like, we were already starting four corners, just standing there, 10 feet from the 3-point line. It's like, let's get into it. Yeah. I was like, please do not let this. Don't let us go into a stall this early.
Yeah. I mean, it's
obviously,
my bad.
Obviously coaches instructing them, we got to run clock. Okay. We want to control the ball. Sure. We want to still get good shots, but we want to do it, later in the shot clock. Mm-hmm. So how does he kind of go about doing that to let you guys know what needs to be done?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because you have a lead and the team that you're playing against, they're desperate. So your natural inclination is to use clock, but sometimes you allow yourself to get pushed out further than the position you want to catch the ball in, which causes more clock to be used. And it's like, that's how it kind of can turn into, you taking what Coach Sam would call them vomit shots. That's why personally, I believe that big first half leads, I'm not necessarily a big fan of them because at halftime teams can regroup.
Right.
I'd rather be neck and neck and then pull away in the second half where there's no regrouping, there's no hope. It's just like you just feel hopeless. So,
right. Because you go from a whole half of playing to dominate, and then the second half, it's like you come out and you're playing not to lose.
Yeah.
And so your intent offensively changes. Defense doesn't change.
Yeah, but Tennessee, man, they were desperate. They were in a zone in the first half. Zone, a press, a 3/4 court tempo press. They were like nothing they were doing. They really got punched in the fucking mouth.
I love that when they went to the zone, 2 straight possessions, we got to right to the middle of the zone and got a wide open shot. He said, fuck it, we're going something else.
Yeah. And it's like even the commentators are just like, this, they don't ever go zone. Like to make a team do that at this stage in the season, crazy. Those kids are getting dominated, and there was literally nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
So
what you got, Brian?
Yeah, is he trying to be heard?
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I wasn't talking, so that's probably a good reason why. I'm about to walk into the locker room and see what we can.
Show us what kind of food we got here. Look at this. What's the spread?
There's pizzas, there's hamburgers, there's cookies.
If it ain't Star Pizza, I don't want it, man.
Huh? Yeah.
If it ain't Star Pizza, we don't want it.
Bishop and said wanted to be
There's
seen.
the man right there.
Big fish.
Here. Yeah. Here, talk to him. Come on. Change.
There he is.
God damn, bitch, you've been eating fruits, veggies, and salmon. My boy been
It is in, baby.
Diet, bitch, you looking good.
It is in, baby.
Okay. Hey, bitch, I just want to ask you, man, how does it feel to be going back to a Final Four?
Man, it doesn't suck. Great day to be a Coug, baby. It's a great day to be a Coug. Let's go.
Man,
I'm going to hand it back, though. Hey, love you, G. Godfather got the whole thing started, man.
Appreciate
Let me know when the next shirts drop.
You're gonna get free. Where you go? Hold on, pimp. Hold on, pimp.
I can't hear him. Hey, HP lit.
What? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, baby?
What's good with you, H Pizzle?
Let's go, baby.
Hey,
I can't curse on this thing, huh?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I
It's
can
freedom
curse
of
on
speech,
it.
brother.
Hey, freedom of speech. Well, don't let me get started in here, baby. Because look here, we going back to the foe, and guess what, San Antonio? Here we go. Yeah, Cusie, where you at? You. I don't know what Quan is at. Galen, what's up, baby?
Not much, man. Not much. Just watching y'all put some belt to some ass. Good old
There
fashioned
it
ass.
is. I
Ain't
like
nothing
it.
like it, man. Ain't nothing
I
like
like it. I like it. How many people we got on this thing?
Right around 1,000.
Almost 1,000. All right.
That's
Well, we
crazy.
need to get to about 2,000. Whoever get this 2,000, I'm gonna have Coach Sampson sign his hat, and then I'm gonna give it to y'all. So whoever the 2,000 person is, then we gonna do that. All right.
What's good with you, Q?
Can you
What's
hear
good with
me,
you,
brother?
baby?
I don't know if he can hear. But he could hear. He's saying what's good with you. Damn, who wrote that? Drake Perez? That's tight. You got some skills. How you wrote that fast, Drake?
Who you talking about?
No, I'm looking
you
at
talking about
something
the
on this.
comment? You talking about the comment?
That's tight. Raising K. Look at that. Boss. Man, tell John B. Thank you. What? Raising K. Like this. What is this, man? What is this, bro? I like this
Hey,
right
man,
here. We might need to start us a
this is
chat.
this is the best
We
podcast
might need to
out,
start
man.
us a podcast. We need to start us a podcast, dog. Look, I don't know how you pronounce your name, Maximus. I don't know your first name. Let's fucking go,
Perfect.
Maximus.
Boy's about to have a couple of cold ones.
Oh, you're a part of this, G. Don't say that
Absolutely,
out
brother,
loud, Galen.
absolutely.
Don't say that out loud. The
Oh,
Godfather
appreciate
for the
y'all,
city.
boys,
For the city. Where you at?
appreciate y'all, boys, man.
Godfather for the city.
Appreciate y'all.
Raul Herrera. Wait,
I
coming
ain't
to
gonna lie.
Orlando. What Orlando got to do with anything?
Hey, I'm gonna need a ticket or two, man. Can't even hold
Mark,
y'all,
see, I
boys.
like that. Look, we like Mark. Mark, we need to get a podcast. I agree with you, Mark. I agree with you, Mark. We need one. Couple of NIL deals. Q said he needs some NIL deals. I love you, baby. Love y'all.
I love you too, man. Y'all boys be easy. Louisiana in the building.
Boy, that
Big
was
Jack,
more
thank you
than
for
I
the
expected.
thank you for the 999. We appreciate it.
We're going to walk back into the back of the locker room and see if we can get any connection, unlike we
Gee,
did
I
the
think
other day.
I think we got an idea.
We just signed a long-term deal with Qantas and Hollis for a podcast. I'm very excited about that.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
This is the
Galen,
locker room.
you do the podcast with them.
Go
can,
Cougs intern right there.
Go Cougs intern.
I can sit back and produce.
My mother suggested we make an offer to Jim Nance for him to get a Go Cougs internship, which is a great idea, and we're going to probably do that in the very near future. He's not doing basketball, so why not?
Hoop and
Can
Holler
y'all
says,
hear me?
"Let's go Cougs," and thank you guys at Star Pizza.
All right.
Hoop and
I'm
Holler.
going to go
You
get
guys are
Malik.
fantastic.
Do y'all want to talk to Malik?
Absolutely.
I figure that's got to be something good.
I gotta find my pen so I can write down some shit. Hold on.
We're going to put him to work.
Oh man.
You can stay seated. I'm going to give you some headphones and you talk to Galen. Yeah, he wants some of that.
You.
Star Pizza, everyone.
Mr. Wilson. What's good with you, man? I just gotta ask you, bro. How does it feel, man?
Man, it feels amazing, man. It still feels surreal, to be in this moment. This is what we work for,
Yeah.
Man, it just feels amazing.
Feels amazing. Can you elaborate? Like, tell me, like, what's going through your mind, brother? For those who ain't been there, like myself.
Just blessed to be in this position. Not too many people get these opportunities, like you said. Just try to enjoy the moment, but we still got a game this week, try to get ready for Duke.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, Malik, man, I just want to let you know, man, just want to give you your flowers, brother. I am beyond proud of you, dog. Your impact, your impact on both sides of the ball, hey, off the charts, bro.
I appreciate you, Galen.
Keep being you, man.
Yes,
But
I appreciate you.
Were you at all, in your mind, doubtful that you were going to be able to play in this game?
No, I knew I was gonna play. Soon as I woke up yesterday when I started to shake back, I said nothing was gonna keep me out out this game. It's gonna take a lot, so I just want to go out there and help my boys and help the team win.
Man, hey, bro, hey, y'all boot boys, man. Y'all boys tough as shit. Y'all boys tough as hell, man. Hey, bro, hey,
yeah,
hey, congrats, man. Y'all boys enjoy this, man. Hey, bro, really dive into bro. This shit it ends quick, man. Enjoy it, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. Just still feels surreal. I'm just trying to enjoy the moment.
Absolutely. Hey, bro, you better post on the gram. Get hella likes while you can, brother.
You know I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right, my boy, y'all be easy, man.
Yeah, I'll see y'all in San Antonio.
All right, that's a bet.
All right.
Surely.
Yeah.
God, man, I love these dudes, man.
If you were looking for somebody that you wanted to say is the epitome of what this program is, I think you got to say Malik is one of them.
Yeah,
because that's a dude.
How can you?
He came in and fought through adversity and kept at it and kept at it and kept at it, and now he's playing a major role on this team.
Yeah, for sure. And it's so crazy how strong energy is. like he impacts the game with such positive energy, but it's so forceful. Like it's so noticeable when you're watching, and it's just like to be down a guy like that is like, granted, his impact goes beyond the score sheet, but everybody who watches our team play knows how invaluable he is to our success. The
Well, see,
guy
the wild thing is that he's I mean, he pops up in weird places on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes he'll score 9, 10, 12 points, but then he's got 7 rebounds tonight,
Yeah.
4 assists tonight, block shot.
Yeah.
And boy, was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
it do be random as hell, but that's when
he's
your
always,
job.
I mean, he was, I mean, I cannot say enough of how good a job him, LJ, basically all the guards, how good a job they did on sealing that perimeter and just harassing the shit out of Tennessee at the 3-point line. And you know,
my bad.
What did you think at halftime? Hold on. What do we got here?
I thought that said juke. It's bad handwriting.
That's Kelvin's handwriting, and it says 34-4 Monday, Duke. That's that's where they're at right now. Taking McFarland holding that regional trophy. Just couldn't be happier for him. Good guy. Terrible situation.
But Galen, halftime, were you listening to what Kenny Smith was saying at halftime?
No, I missed out on the halftime show.
He sat there and he talked about what Tennessee needs to do is they need to go
Hang on. You know, no one else does this. We do this. And I clean the headphones off. And so, you know, I spend my own money to come here. And if you're going to be like that, there's no reason to watch. There's no reason to be a butthole. We already got butthead. We don't need another. I'm going to go bother.
He said that they needed to just start going one-on-one because they can take that they should be able to beat their man one-on-one to the basket. I'm like,
there's no way he was watching.
Was he taking a shit during the first half and not watching because they tried to do that and they couldn't beat him one-on-one.
Yeah. That's what the announcers are saying. There was like they don't really have a guy that can throw it into the post in order to manufacture offense because their guys are more so offensive rebounders. Whereas we have a 3-headed monster with our guards. You got JoJo cleaning shit up, and you got a reliable back to the basket option in Juan. And Juan can also be a playmaker out of that position as well. So it's just like that's why I feel like our team is kind of hard to game plan because we can beat you in a multitude of ways, and we don't depend on any one guy to kind of save us. You know, you never know whose night is going to be.
Yep. And I think really what destroyed them offensively is they rely so heavily on Ziegler to be able to.
And he couldn't create no advantages.
Dude, he got stuck in a pocket all night long, man.
Yeah.
Who is Ziegler?
They just
Did
wore
he
his
play?
ass out.
Yeah, man. Those guys they were on his ass. Like those guys are so locked in on him. But yeah, he's the guy that gets everything going for him. Without him, if he doesn't play well, their team they have no chance of winning. And it's like by the time he started to, kind of pick it up intensity wise, it was the second half. Our guys that were already comfortable, they already had offensive success, so it was kind of too late. Like we came out of the gate so strong. JoJo scoring back-to-back possessions, like we came out the gates. They I feel like they felt our energy. Like nothing seemed to work. They had they had to settle for threes. I forget it with Meshack or whoever he was shooting. He was shooting himself in the foot. I
want to know how many throughout the game. How many did they shoot that was 5 feet from behind the arc?
Yeah,
it looked like that they were just panicking because that was the first time that they got an open look. So they just thought it was
Lanier. Lanier was just. I think Rick Barnes might have told him whenever they get a good shot.
I get asked.
We not talking yet, bro. J1, put the other one in.
So wait,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
It's good to see you, brother. Damn.
No, I can't even see you. I'm trying to see where y'all at.
Oh no, you the center of attention, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
it's
go,
all
there you
about
go.
we just in J1's world, but that's it.
Oh, by the way, before you say anything, talk to me nice.
Hey, bro. So how many J1? How many rings you got, bro? Damn.
At least more than 10. Got to be. Got to be. Yeah. Final
J,
four. Yeah. I mean, got to be like around 9, 10.
can I have one?
Yeah, whatever you want. You can have the one that we about to get right now.
Hey, man, bro. I just want to have one, bro. Not all of us can experience this, man. But I just want to ask you, bro, how does it feel?
Yeah, G. Bro, watching that clock go down, we was up 11, I think. Made 2 big threes, went up to like 17, 19 with like 2 minutes left. You can feel it. Like you can feel the gym getting quiet. It ain't no more screaming. And it just
Yeah.
red Cougar fans. So at
Yeah.
that point it's like we did something special. And I think Coach Sam said that was a school record. I don't think we ever had more than 33 wins. And this is 34. So
Mm-hmm.
but just getting back to the flow, especially with Coach Sampson, all the hard work and stuff that he put in to us. Um, to be the last 4 teams was kind of crazy to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, Juan, bro. I'm proud of you, dog. I'm proud of you, man.
What'd you say? You said that one more time? What'd you say?
Honestly, bro, I don't even know what to ask you besides like, where did you think you had an advantage going into this game? Like, how did you think that you would be able to make an impact from watching them on film?
Me or as a team?
No, you personally.
Oh, just knowing that they play 1-on-1 in the post, that's one. And knowing that we have shooters, you really can't help off LJ and Emmanuel and Malos. So
Yeah,
just going into the game plan, thinking score first and then they double pass second.
yeah,
And me getting them two quick fouls in the first half kind of limit me scoring. But I feel
yeah,
like the second half I kind of got into my groove and started scoring a little bit. But at the end they started double teaming and I think we made them pay though, for sure.
yeah. The funny thing is, bro, is the announcers were saying. I think it was. I think we had needed a bucket. I think it put us up 14 or 16. I can't remember. It was in the second half. But you was on the left block, bagging them down to the middle, going with your right hand, spun back over the right shoulder, and the announcer was like, "They need to double him. He cannot he cannot guard him." And it's just like I just never seen a guy have
Send
so
that
much
double.
success backing up dudes bigger than him.
You
Like,
want to guard me real quick, G?
brother, I know I got no chance. I know I got no. I
Bad.
know my limitations, but it's just like, bro, how does it feel to just like know that, like, to know where your spot is and to be able to get to it whenever you want to get to it?
I think it's just constant reps. Especially with Coach Kellen. The same shots I shoot every day. So it don't matter if I play against Jay, Said, JoJo. I mean, those guys help me out. So when it comes to the game, especially when you play against Joe and Joe, Jay, and Said in practice, those are elite defenders.
Yeah.
So if you can score and practice on those guys, it makes it a lot easier in the game. So those guys push me to a place where I probably won't push myself too. So going into the games, I just trust my work and just trying to get to my spot as much as I can. So I just feel like it just comes with, consistent reps and repping out the same shot that I shoot and just believing in it. I feel like if I shoot that shot 10 times and I miss 10 times, I'm gonna shoot it another 10 times. So it just believing in myself and all the work that I put in. Show it. Shit. Excuse my language.
Hey, brother, this is freedom of speech. You're a grown ass man.
I know what I'm saying. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I get you, bro. But Juan, bro, I want to let you know, man, I'm proud of you, boy. Enjoy the moment, man. Live in the moment, man. Take some fucking vlogs if you can, bro.
Let's go.
Enjoy this shit, man.
Look at your boy Galen.
Kellen's I can't hear you.
Well, he can't hear you because I got the headphones right here. But He's he looked like a third base coach. Send him home.
What he said? What he said?
He said you look like a third base coach. He laughing at you. He
Hey,
said,
Coach Taylor, you look like Adam Sandler. You better not. You better not. You look like Adam Sandler.
crazy, I'm not saying that. He said he love you, Godfather. Started with you.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Big
get this man
Lon.
Ryan out my face, dog. He
You
get
said
Ryan out
what?
my face.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I know it's an
Go show them your
opportunity.
face. Go in the camera. Show them your face. Man, look at this dude. Unbelievable.
Oh man.
Y'all lost tonight, huh? One?
Come on, man. Nobody else want to say what's up to you, dog. Come on, B, real
Make
quick.
sure they got both
My bad,
headphones
Bobby.
in. Make sure they got both headphones in.
They just want to see. That's all.
Bilal!
You want to
Hey,
listen?
come on. Hey,
How I talk.
Stop.
Yo, what's up, Galen?
hey.
He
Bilal,
just don't like
you ain't even got to elaborate on it.
Nope.
Parade. It ain't
Monday
changed.
night parade. The plan is the
Parade.
plan. It started with you. Take care of the brand. The brand takes care of you.
Care
Brand
of
just
you,
got up
baby.
higher again.
Big lows. Big lows. Take
Yes,
care of the
sir. Yes,
brand. The
sir.
brand take care of
But
you.
I want all the viewers to know this moment cannot happen without Galen Robinson. It all started with you,
Appreciate that,
but we
man.
appreciate you. All
Appreciate
right.
that, brother. Appreciate
All
you.
right. We'll talk soon.
Y'all be easy. Damn, I kind of feel weird getting credit. It's like shit.
Do what?
Kind of feels weird being acknowledged. It's like, damn.
It's just what it is, dude.
Maybe I just put his Reggie his Reggie shirt on. It's pretty cool. Manuel and Milo's just walked in. I think you saw him probably in the background when Bilal was on.
Wow. Man,
This has been pretty good, huh?
Bilal has been the same since he got that job. It has been nothing. Final Four, everything. We're gonna bring a championship to the city. That was a mindset that he came in with from day one.
Oh, no, I gotta mention before we go into something else. We got a Facebook comment.
Uh-oh.
Shannon, she watched the game from Paris, first half in a restaurant and second half from the Eiffel Tower. What a game, what a win,
Wow.
what a location to watch this greatness.
You got money.
Wow, thanks for joining us.
Wow.
I guess it's
pretty cool.
Pretty late over there. Like
Yeah.
us last night. Oh. Take your crown, Godfather.
Appreciate that.
All right, I'm going to walk out of the locker room and go get up, and we'll see you all in a bit.
All right, man.
What do you say he's gonna do? Walk out the locker room and do what?
We're gonna walk out of the locker room, then go set up.
Oh.
So we'll sit down and just shoot it.
Oh, okay.
I think we're gonna be here for a while. It's the first time we made the Final Four under the new regime. You're muted.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
The first time we made the Final Four, it was easy to think that, man, we're going to be back soon. But going through what we went through to get here, to having such a good team every single year, and then injury stops us. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. So this one just feels that much sweeter, just because we know how quickly and easily it can be ripped from your hands.
And it's Coach Sampson. He always preached that we're all a sprained ankle away from mediocrity, and that's probably no stranger to us due to the fact that our March Madness runs have been limited because of the injuries that we've had. So to finally be able to kind of have a full roster and guys this is probably the most healthy that we've been, and it's the furthest that we've been. So it's just like, I'm just glad that because this time of the year, man, we all need a little bit of luck. A couple of times the ball bounced our way against Purdue, could have definitely went the other way and we could have been home. But sometimes you gotta do shit the right way, but you also need a little bit of luck. So I'm glad that finally, for the first time, it feels like forever, that we're on the good side of the luck.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, we've We've paid our dues. We've paid our dues.
I honestly thought that like by Malik, not if he wasn't going to be able to play, I actually was. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't have been that confident.
No.
Like I still would have believed that we could win, but having another reliable ball handler, a guy who can rebound, a guy who can defend, he just adds so much depth, and it's just like I was so glad that he was healthy enough to play. But it's just like, man, it just feels so good to just be healthy. Like, man, this time last year we was at the crib. Just if we would have had Jamal, like we could. Who knows what could have happened, man? Like, but like I said, man, I'm glad. I really want to see what Cooper Flag is like, since that is who's next, right, Towns?
Yeah,
I want to see what that smoke is like.
And that's the thing is that as a competitor, you're not looking to backdoor your way in for anything. You want the best. And right now, I think I saw a quote from Twitter that this is the first time since 2017 that someone going to making the Final Four has faced the highest seeds that they could possibly face. So, I mean, it doesn't happen often whenever you got a full chalk path.
I think it was like since like 2008 or something like that, or maybe
yeah. I mean, it doesn't happen often, and we're getting the best. And since we're there, you can go ahead and dream about it, because if you win the national title, you've gone through the toughest road in the history of the game, or at least since Ken Palm's been out. By their calculations, I mean, we're going to play, when we play Duke, that'll be the third Ken Palm top 10 team we've played.
We're going to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the craziest shit ever sounds to me is like folks outside of our bubble think we're good enough to win the national title.
Absolutely.
That's just crazy to me. Just thinking about like the journey, man.
They see our team a lot different than the way we see it.
And that shit is crazy. Like, but it's like people don't even know how much hard work, like the day, like, man, I'm telling you, them was some long ass days. And it seemed like time was going backwards. That's how long it was. Like, man, and to see those guys at this point doing everything the right way, man, that truly does make my heart smile. I can't stop talking about it. Like, damn. Oh, before we finish, I just wanted to highlight Big J Francis.
Woo!
Loved his activity, loved his energy. He just playing with some pizzazz.
Yes.
Some shit in his blood.
Get that swagger.
Yeah. Like he is having a guy like that with that much experience coming off your bench at the 5 position. That is super valuable, man. Like, I don't think people understand how this is a very, very deep a very deep team and a very dangerous team.
Oh yeah. Then
you got a guy, Coach Sampson. He's a great X's and O's coach, great defensive coach. It's like this gumbo. I like it. We got a little bit of everything in it, man. A little bit of everything. But what you think about Duke, Town?
I mean, they're good. They're really, really, really good. I like our shot. I like our chances. I mean, let's put it this way. The teams that concern me the most are teams that can do stuff that we're not as good as them at doing. Meaning, if you got a team, and I'll always say this, Alabama always scares me just because they're so good man to man and they can spread us out so easily. But when we get
I never thought that highly of this year's Alabama team for whatever reason. Like I just never thought that. Like, granted, they beat us early, but I just didn't. I was never really a believer.
Yeah, I don't think they played defense as well as they have in the past. But when I look at teams like Duke, when I looked at this team, who did we beat today? Tennessee. Yeah. When I look at them, they didn't worry me because they play similar to us. You know,
And I don't think their offense was. I always thought their offense was I've always thought it's been mid. Honestly, like they run pin downs for mid range jumpers. Like it just seems kind of ancient to me. Like it's very predictable. It's not really based on reads. It's very mundane, very vanilla.
Yeah.
So I was never worried about their offense. It was just more so the havoc that they can cause on defense, and they're tough. Like they're.
I thought their defense would be a lot tougher than it was. But then again, we're so used to looking at our defense, and our defense.
Yeah.
You know, even with Tennessee being such a good team and playing in such a great conference, they've never seen a defense like this.
You know, Towns, they say, what's the quote? There was like a Chrysler looked like it was like a Husky looked like a wolf until a wolf pull up. And it's like, damn, that Husky you don't look real wolfy, brother.
All of a sudden they don't look the same.
You don't look that wolfy, man. That's real toughness. Toughness.
But I mean, you know, it doesn't. I'm not really worried about. I think we got a great shot against anybody in this Final Four. I think we got to. If there's somebody that's going to beat Duke, I think we're the team to do it.
100%.
Well, you're the team with the next chance.
Ryan, talk to me, baby.
I am just trying to get settled. I took some video while I was on the floor and just looking at it. What have y'all talked about? What has been going on? What is happening?
Little of everything.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that U of H played today?
Yeah, man. It's a whole lot of good shit.
No, they didn't. They didn't really play. They just murdered.
Murder.
Yeah, it was just straight up murder.
That's too bad. Brian, do you know when the team will be getting back to town? They are heading back now. There is a bad line of storms about to come through here. We're in a tornado watch. I think it's about to be a warning. And so they're trying to get out before that line comes through. But they were trying to clear out the locker room when I left. So, but then Kelvin was holding court, and you know he likes to do that. Anybody?
Do what?
Oh,
I thought I'd lost y'all.
Oh no!
I was reading.
I was reading
chat
with Lauren because you can give me a ticket.
Hold on. You're gonna get that. Focus on this. We'll get to that.
Man, man.
Hey man, you don't want a regular ticket. You want Go Cougs media credential.
That's what I'm planning to get you, but you'll probably get the all access and have a better situation.
Hey man,
than me. I'm gonna jump out real quick, and I'll be right back.
You know, it kind of comes with the territory of being part owner, right? That's what.
I guess you're right, brother. I guess you're right.
I mean, come on.
Hey,
we gotta hook you up.
Boys got a week to prepare.
Hey, we got somebody in Amsterdam. Check that out.
Somebody's in Amsterdam.
Mark, it's almost midnight in Amsterdam, and I'm not going anywhere. Be safe, be careful, but have a good time. Party hard.
What you doing out there in Amsterdam?
2 chicks at the same time.
Man. So, Towns, what did you think that we needed to do, like, in order for us to win this game before it started?
Before it started, I thought my personal feeling was you've got to do everything you can to get the ball out of the point guard's hands.
Mm-hmm. Keep him out of the paint.
and if we were going to double him off a pick and roll, you got to get him to stop the ball. That's that's what I thought the Purdue kid did so well. Yes, he was able to retreat and keep his dribble. Because if you can keep that dribble alive, you can really drag the defense wherever you want them to go. You're basically taking two guys out of the play. And if we could get this guy, keep him from penetrating, and then get the ball out of his hands, I like what we could do from there.
Yeah, I thought a big key for us to stop them from gaining any momentum, because I personally didn't think they were a good first shot team. I thought that like offensive rebounding was their saving grace, kind of similar to us. So I thought if we were able to box out, and if you're able to limit guys to one shot against our defense, I'm willing to live. I'm willing to say that they have no chance. But if if they're missing shots, able to clean up the glass, get easy putbacks, I thought it was going to be a hard game to win. But yeah, I'm glad we were able to. I'm glad we were able to do that.
And while we pushed out to our big lead, I mean, we were just dominant on the boards.
Yeah,
there was nothing they could do.
And the funny thing is, we were that dominant with four guards. Like it was like it wasn't even. We didn't have any. What Big Juan he missed the majority of the first half. It's like our guards were really rebounding. Like Malik was rebounding, Terrence was rebounding. Like it was really a team effort on the glass. It's fucking elite.
I'm going to show just some video that I picked up while I was on the floor, if you don't mind. Will you take that comment off real quick, Brad? There you go. Trying to do a couple things at once. Didn't really know what that video was going to look like. Brad has ejected from the show. Why do we have this? We should have. Let's put the Alamo up. How about that? Instead of cats, let's just put the Alamo up. That's where you're going. That's where you're heading. That's a lot more fun than cats. I believe this is Jairus came on the floor and started hugging his guys. I was having to use my athleticism to get that video. The same athleticism that helped me while you had Quanis and Hollis. Somebody had put a bag right behind me, and I slipped over it and tripped, and I think I broke my thumb. But I'm playing through it as always. And this is our guys, Jim Nance and Fran Fraschilla. They just bumped into each other on the floor, and I'm going to give you context to this. Jim Nance was telling him, you were so good. I watch every game that you do of U of H. And I thought that was pretty good. Brad, did you just leave us?
No, I got booted.
Oh, well, that's too bad. We could also go with the Texas logo from Pee Wee Herman. Galen has no clue what that means, but that's fine.
I'm glad you're aware, Ryan. I'm glad you're aware.
I am aware. My sister watched this movie every fucking day of my childhood, so I am quite aware. And, you know, I don't feel like I've been part of the game conversation at all.
Townsend not got that covered, man.
What are your thoughts of the game?
I have never. Well, I think this was they just experienced what U of H experienced in San Antonio. Arizona, huge emotional win, #1 seed.
Oh,
what's that?
Nothing. You
beat Arizona on that Friday, a huge, huge emotional, and then come out in flat, and just can't have. You don't have that emotion. But U of H at least made that a game. This was not a game at any point after 0-0, frankly.
I want to get y'all's thoughts on that I think it was like a 10-second violation we got. Did y'all? I wasn't able to rewind it, but I felt like that 10-second like the shot clock was clicking very quick.
Well, the shot clock was on 20.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is
And-
like we had got the rebound, passed it to Los, and then Los started dribbling the ball to the court. And it's like, well,
No, I think the
Had to wait
clock
for that.
started before
yeah, had to.
the ball was inbound, because it felt like 7.5 or 8 seconds. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't feel like 10. It didn't feel anywhere close. I can't believe you don't know what Pee Wee Herman. You need to watch Pee Wee's Big Adventure. He goes to San Antonio. What you and I are going to do. How do you not know Pee Wee?
I was born in 1997. Just a guy.
Look at this.
That's tough.
7 Final Fours. There's your San Antonio logo. I mean, this is, as you say, tough.
We got another Facebooker.
Oh
And our
boy.
Facebook presence is growing, becoming more and more dominant.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So fucking cool.
Here's something I would be interested in hearing. Are you aware of any KJ Lewis coming your way talk?
Yes. But I'm going to say this. They have been preoccupied with some other stuff. So
I haven't.
KJ Lewis ain't going nowhere until he gets in to talk to these guys. So they'll be fine. They'll figure it out. I feel good with
KJ
what's going to
Lewis
happen
from
there.
Arizona?
Yes. I mean, that's somebody that you're taking that phone call. Right?
Well, I mean, that's part of what U of H does. That I mean, Kelvin's told us, and Kellen has told us dozens and dozens of times, is that we don't recruit, we evaluate.
Yeah.
And we're at a place right now, we really don't have to chase people in the portal because people are coming here. I mean, I guarantee you behind the scenes throughout the year, you'll have hundreds of phone calls from agents saying, hey, will you have a spot? If you have a spot, we definitely like to talk. We'd like to be in consideration. Let's keep the lines of communication open.
Jay Mitch just said it. Very similar to Malik. I agree. And there's also guys want to come here, and it's like we don't even have to pay them top NIL dollars.
No.
It's something that you just want to organically be a part of.
Well, and the reason why we wouldn't have to do that is, one, we're not gonna bring a kid who demands that. If you're demanding top dollar, keep stepping. I mean, go to Kansas and fucking finish
Go to Texas.
in the middle of the pack. Yeah, go to Texas and be sub 500. I'm sure the Xavier coach or whatever is going to make you a winner.
Don Miller.
Coach Kelly, he said you got to take that championship discount.
But people come here not just for the experience of going to another Final Four and being the best program in the country.
This is why, Towns, because we beat everyone. That's what the fuck we do.
But this program is going to make you a pro. And the money that you make today pales in comparison to the money that you will make in the future. You're not coming here to be a second rounder anymore. You're already projected a second rounder. You're coming here to get the lottery.
This is the point. Is KJ Lewis wasn't impressive to me at Arizona. Was Milo Shuzan impressive to you at Oklahoma? Did you even remember him? No. He got very impressive in a year.
Well, and that comes down to what the coaches.
And also,
when we were looking, and Jamie did a really good great job of evaluating everything that was in the portal and looking at guys that U of H might look at. I don't remember Milos being on the list until it was announced that there was interest in him. But we're not going to be just picking at the top of the list whenever you sort by ranking or whatever.
Fit, man.
No.
I mean, you're not going to look at we're not going to be the home of the perfect player. We're looking for the perfect player for us, and we're gonna see guys. I mean, like what's his name? We got from UConn.
Josh Carlton.
Josh Carlton. That's a guy that they wanted. They really wanted him.
Oh, he was good too, though.
And nobody would have thought that because my first reaction was it's like, well, he was good a couple of years ago. What the hell happened to him in the last 2 years, and why was he sitting on the bench? And then he comes here and it's like, oh yeah, that's why. Okay, yeah, because it was a bad decision.
But hey, KJ Lewis though, winner for sure. His impact on the game, it doesn't always show up on the stat sheet.
I think you'll take a good hard look.
You'd be foolish not to.
You probably invite him to the parade. You know,
hey,
whatever.
Everybody's invited
That's
to the
not
parade.
that can help your program for sure.
Them big old San Antonio women better put the churros down.
Better share some churros.
Hey,
We coming for you.
Hey, Charles is going to be down there too.
Yep. 7:49 tip Saturday night.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Maybe Ryan will do a simulcast. I will tell you the best way to get kicked out of a Final Four is to try to broadcast something that CBS is broadcasting. If you think that guy handled me a little rough on the court earlier, I think this will be a little rougher.
Brown?
I could be the scrawny white version. I didn't see this earlier, but beautiful from my mother. Thank you, Mom. So Milo's basically a lock for declaring for the draft. Yes, obviously, but you don't have to stay in the draft. You can go get your evaluation. But let's be real. The whole point of coming here is to get better, to win titles, and to improve your draft stock. Well, he's done that. Is it enough? Is it what he wants? Who knows? But he obviously has to go do that.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't even know if it's to improve your draft stock. It's just a byproduct.
Right.
Like
maybe
you're challenged to do things that you never thought you can do on a daily basis. That is in turn going to make you a better player. So it's just like, yeah, if you have talent and you might have been a 4-star, maybe even a 5-star recruit, but you might not be getting the looks that if you come here, like your game will rise. Your mentality will become more of a winner's mentality. And that'll in turn help your draft stock.
The goal of what we do is not success. The goal is the process and going through it. And if you go through it and give it everything, success is a byproduct of that process.
Yeah.
It's like any of our games. Any game that U of H has played since you were here. If U of H plays to its capabilities, it will not lose.
And that doesn't always mean guys making shots.
It means everything involved.
Guarding, 50-50 plays, it's all the things that probably don't really show up on the stat sheet. If we do those things, that's going to lead to made shots. It's like Coach Sampson, he always says, if you're not making shots, man, like get lost in another aspect of the game. And once you do that, you're going to make a shot. Because the basketball is more than scoring. If you're not making shots, talk the loudest on defense. If you're not making shots, be the first one in help. It's do the other things that don't involve putting the ball in the basket, and it's going to take your focus away from it, and then you're going to start scoring.
You know, we talk about the margins how fine the margins are between winning and losing. I watched that inbounds play from multiple angles against Purdue probably 200 times. I mean, I even cut it up in my video editing software just so I could watch it frame by frame by frame. And I identified where the whole thing broke. The whole thing broke when their center took a half step to the left when LJ broke out. And at that moment, he took a step left when JoJo was breaking to the ball, and then it was a ball game after that. That's all it takes. It takes just one beat, one half step being out of position, and your season and career is over.
Yeah.
And that's what these guys train at U of H to avoid. You avoid those by going through and being focused every single day and get that shit kicked out of you.
It's Corey Davis, Armani Brooks.
U of H went to the free throw line 4 times. Tennessee went 20, and you beat them by 19. That's how thorough this ass whooping was.
Some suspect ass calls. Man.
And it didn't matter. It didn't come close to mattering. My favorite show, or my favorite moment on this show all year, is Hollis Price just reading comments that he's seeing on the side of the phone. He was having a blast.
It's like old people in technology. He said, "How you say that so fast?" It's like, brother, my fingers were. I can type.
Yeah.
I think we found our off season podcast.
No, fact.
This is what we got to do during the summertime.
No, that was tough.
Well, we've got a big plan for this summer. I have gotten some initial approval, and we are going to do some fun stuff, especially with this freshman class coming in. Y'all are going to enjoy it. We're going to start. We're going to start in June. I have no idea what you're talking about. I think Towns is just tapped out.
Here you go. LJ Crown. Well, aren't we also forgetting Marcus Sasser?
And
Quentin Grimes.
Sasser.
But I get the point. Who's next? Well,
Emmanuel
we got two. We got two.
I think
guards.
Emmanuel takes that next step. Emmanuel takes that step. He had an elite year. By the way, he wins the MVP in every fucking tournament he plays in. Isn't it not crazy? He won another one today.
He showed the lights are the brightest, man. I remember. Coach
And I think
you said what?
I think he said, "Where's my title belt?" But they didn't give him a title belt.
Here you go, Ryan.
I know I reiterated last week that you wore your grandmother's sporting outfits. Well, sporting would be quite a ways, but I would have totally had your back either way on that security guard. I don't. If you're telling everybody they got to go, that's fine. But everybody was standing around Kellen talking to him, so I went over there. I was about to listen in, and he was like, "Nope, you got to go." And I don't appreciate that. They can. The NCAA is amazing, and we love them. And thank you for approving all the media passes that I'm about to request. Hollis is old people. Yes, to Galen, if you coach them, you're an old person.
He's not tech savvy. He's not that. That's more so what I'm.
No. Need Milo's for another year, but he's got to do his thing.
He'll be back.
You think?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to get drafted high enough for
Well, it doesn't. You don't get to go in the draft. It's do you get told?
I don't think.
I don't know.
I don't think somebody's going to draft him that high up. I think that they look. I'm not real high on the NBA evaluation, but what I've seen from NBA evaluators is he gets pushed down the the list not because of what he is, but because of other positions. There's other prospects that people are going to, or the NBA player or NBA franchises covet, and it's usually going to be tall, long, slim shooters. And you got the Igor at BYU. That's considered a supposed potential lottery pick.
Okay. How about we focus on the fact that you just made it to the Final Four? This NBA stuff is so dumb to me. You just went to the Final fucking Four, and I just think that's where we should be. We're gonna do another talking about them Cougars this week. We're gonna figure out today, Wednesday or Thursday, but we're gonna be here with you. Jamie's gonna preview. Towns is gonna say stupid stuff. I'm gonna have nothing to offer. Galen might be here, and then we'll be in San Antonio, uh, starting maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. I'm not 100% sure what my reservations are, so we will figure that out. But you're gonna play Saturday night, 7:49. And Big Jack says keep an eye on Chase, and I think that's I think he needs another year before he's somebody you can depend on. But I think there's a lot of talent there. How many rings does CKS have? I looked this up yesterday or day before. I think he has 18 conference championships between regular season and tournament, and this is his third Final Four. That's okay. Were y'all talking to Jawan? Were y'all asking him how many rings he has? Is that what that question was? I can't hear what y'all were saying, but even he had to think about it a few times.
That's
Like,
what I was
huh?
saying. Maybe 10, 9, 10. It's like, damn.
Yeah, that's one of those things I would know, even at 10. Shout out Butthead. I'm way behind on the show. Sorry about that, Butthead. Great play call. Man, he's really behind. You're never going to believe what happens, Danny.
I didn't know that carried over from Friday night.
Yeah. In the first half, Ziegler was 1 of 7. Lanier was 1 of 9, 0 of 6 from 3. Those were your guys that you had keyed in the scouting report, Jamie. And I mean, U of H just said, nah. Houston had 1 turnover in the first half, too. I mean, that's elite. How many did they end up with? 5? Yeah, 5. Tennessee only had 9. Man, it just felt like they turned it over way more than that early.
You know what? They took turnover shots. They took shots that were almost as bad as turnovers because of what it led to.
Yes.
Well, think about how this game started. They shot an air ball, right? You went down, JoJo scores, and then I think Emmanuel just took the ball away from somebody, if I'm remembering, and JoJo goes down and scores again. And there were 2 sequences that stood out to me. There was a 25-second possession they had to start before the under 4. Juwan gets called for a foul with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Missed the first free throw. Juwan gets a lane violation on the second. So he misses the third. They get it. It's so bad of a miss, they get an offensive rebound. And then the guy beats the buzzer to make a shot. So it was an 83-second possession between 3 free throws and 2 shots. They got 2 points out of it in 83 seconds on the offensive end. And I mean, that is what encapsulates this entire day is just U of H said, nah, on 36 hours rest, 36 hours rest.
We wanted
They
more.
just said, fuck it. we're taking it. Tennessee scored 15 in the first half. They didn't score until the 16:40 mark in the second half. So they really went 33 minutes with 15 points. And then they scored 15 points in 3.5 minutes to close it up. But I just thought, what a day.
So it doesn't look like we were affected by Tennessee's quote unquote home court advantage.
It was not a huge crowd today. It was probably 12,000. And 10,000 of them were Tennessee fans. But the way to take those people out of the game is to step on their throat and not let up. And that's exactly what U of H did. They never had a chance to get excited. When they hit a couple of shots, a couple of threes early in that second half, they got pretty into it, but U of H popped it. And then I think they got it close. And then Emmanuel hit 2 threes. Malik hit that 3, and that shut it off.
I mean, close.
Just
They
a
were
hell of a
down-
day.
They were still down 11, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, relatively.
it felt like it was getting
Yeah.
back towards a ball game, and I shot over to Coug fans just to read what people were saying, and like, oh my God, we're down in the second half. I'm like, yeah, but you're still up 11. I think that's what the score they're focused on. But
You know, I got to hand it.
did y'all talk? Go ahead,
Excuse me. I got to hand it to Probst on our message board.
Greg
is
Probst.
that- yeah. After he actually had a comment of sanity that kind of got me calmed down a little bit. He said, after all that mess, we're only down 4 in the second half. They've only made up 4 points from the deficit. I'm like, God dang. And I'm over here about to have a stroke freaking out that we're about to lose a lead. I guess from watching Texas Tech and watching them take over a lead and then coming back and shit away a lead, 14 points is like, I don't feel comfortable. Because we almost did the same thing against Purdue.
There was a sequence in the second half where it was starting to get a little fast. And I think Milo stole the ball and went coast to coast and tried laying it in. He was 100% fouled. Did not call it. And it went into, I think, the TV timeout, maybe the under 12. And Kelvin came out and met him before the huddle and put hands on both shoulders and just looked him straight in the eyes and said, relax. And LJ kind of walked over and Kelvin took one hand off of Milo's shoulder and put it on his. And between the two of them just said, relax. And that's not the kind of coaching you normally are hearing from Kelvin. It's usually a little louder. But those were his guys that he had to get them relaxed. And I think the moment that won this game for U of H was they deflected, Tennessee deflected a ball out of bounds, and the shot clock kind of messed up. They put it back to 30, and it was at 28. And so they took basically a TV timeout to figure out that clock. And that was the timeout where U of H settled down, and then that's when those shots started falling.
Yep.
And I think that was a huge moment in this game, getting these guys to the Final Four. And man, I mean, I think most people that are watching this, the three of us, expected to go to the Final Four. I think, but still, to see it happen, to see the mechanics of this, where it was never a game.
I feel
And
like
I'm going to tell you, Rick Barnes knew it from 2 minutes into the game.
yeah.
He knew it.
I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do. I mean, if you're not ready for this, you're not ready for it. And they look like they really. It's like you took them out in the Gulf of Mexico and dropped them 8 miles offshore, and they're just
The Gulf of what?
struggling. Oh, the Gulf of America.
Yeah. Okay.
But like you took them out there and dropped them off 8 miles offshore, and they're just panicking, doing everything they can to keep their head above water because we were drowning them.
There you go, Jamie. Pat Adams didn't make it out of the Sweet 16. Jamie and his dad and I went to a casino about 20 minutes from here last night. Nice time. Appreciate the people there taking about $1,000 out of my pocket in about 4 minutes. Shout out. And then I went and had a really mediocre steak, and then smelled like smoke for 18 hours.
The stars at night are big and bright.
You're going to be the first ever team from Texas to play a Final Four in this state. What a home court advantage that's going to be. That whole town better be red. Obviously, Duke is going to bring their people. They travel incredibly well. But even if you don't have a game ticket, you should be in San Antonio. Just flood that town.
What a city.
Yeah, there you go. Flood the city, not for the city. Flood the city.
City.
Smart. Did you see Coach Sampson let loose a bit more this win? I don't think if you saw, and I don't know what TV showed you, but when the game ended, the guys went onto the court happy, but it was not some dog pile super excited. This was a very contained, very we know who we are. And I don't think anybody thought this was the destination. It was the destination 4 years ago, but it's not the destination now. And so I don't think you saw that. I don't think it happened.
Still nothing to take for granted though. But Coach
No.
Sampson, he says whenever you get to the Final Four, he said, "Son, you're 40 minutes away from being 40 minutes away." It's as simple as that. It's 80 minutes of basketball to win a national championship and be fucking immortalized. What more could you ask for?
I mean, I haven't really had the time to kind of soak it in, to kind of think about it. But yeah, I mean, that's a
40
pretty cool
minutes away.
situation.
40 minutes away.
The PGA Tour will be in San Antonio next weekend. That's the last tournament before the Masters. So there'll be some big time guys there. That'll be an interesting weekend. Galen, do you want to go to the golf tournament with me? No? Okay.
That's a smart guy.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one out for myself. Ryan with St. Elmo's good. It's fine. I had a drink or 3 or 30. That 8,000th win, boy, tell me about it. That 800th win would be good. How about the rebounds today? Here's the thing that I took out of this game is Tennessee was missing shots so bad that they were able to get a dozen or so offensive rebounds. None of them were what you would consider like a normal offensive rebound. It weren't tips like U of H. It was, oh, I'm standing 18 feet away from the goal and I just got this offensive rebound.
It just, yeah.
And I think I'm going to use this term loosely, but that kept them in the game. And there you go. I love that our standard is now, as of today, not now. And I don't even think it is.
Yeah,
The thing that you've heard these guys talk about is, I want to play Monday night. Kelvin told me a year and a half ago in his office, and he just said it so flippantly, so matter-of-factly that it shocked me. He's like, I want to play on Monday night. I want to coach on Monday night. And it shocked me because I'd never heard him speak like that to us. He might talk about it with players, but he doesn't talk about that with us. But he did. And I've heard it. Malik told me yesterday, I think, in the locker room. And he's like, I want to play Monday night. And that's the focus. They wanted to get to the Final Four in order to get to Monday night. And if you get there, I think the hardest game is Saturday. I think Duke, that's going to be a legit test. But if you get through Saturday,
I mean, I think whoever you face on Monday is going to be a legit test. I mean,
it's going to be a huge test. It's for the national title.
That's just what it is. I mean, we're going to be in a Final Four with all 1 seeds. There are no.
What's happening in this last game? I don't even know.
These are the 4. These, and not only would it be the 4-1 seeds, it's 4 teams that have been at the top. Well, Florida came kind of out of nowhere, but from about mid-season on, they've been at the top. But at least 3 have been top 5 all year long, except for those couple of weeks when Kansas was there.
Those were the days.
Remember that Rock Chalk Jayhawk?
Man, those Kansas fans, they just shit on their players. Like,
yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
That is just sad to see, man.
See, when I see Final Four or bust, that's what I start to think of those types of fan bases that are
it's like, man,
that most of them are really, really good fans, but they have so many that the hangers on are just the worst humans possible. They're like the common UT fan.
I think Coach Sampson said, he's like, whenever this is all said and done, there's going to be one team on top of the mountain. He's like, so how can you say your season is a fail? It's going to be 364 failures. It's like, that's not a good scale to judge your season on. Swept through the Big 12, won the regular season, won the conference. It's just like, March Madness is March Madness. Just to say that a season is a bust because it doesn't have a Final Four. That's
if your base expectation is a championship, then you're going to be a miserable human being.
Miserable.
And not a conference championship.
Please, man, to everybody, please enjoy this journey. Like
every single year,
we're still able. We get a week of more of this fucking podcast being like. It's like. Enjoy this shit, man.
The first week of November, we're going to have these exact same conversations. Let's enjoy the ride.
Let's enjoy the
ride.
I
mean, I became a U of H fan in 1982, 83. 82, I think it was. No, 83.
Damn.
Because I finally got to go to my first game in 84.
That when I was a boy.
Because I was a little kid, and
No, you weren't a little kid.
Phi Slamma Jam, they came along, and my rec league got free tickets for U of H and SMU, and we got to sit on the floor. And I sat on the floor right next to the U of H bench and watched them beat SMU. And I thought at the time, hey, Houston's just a great team. That's just what they're going to do. They're like all the great teams, right? They just stay good. But also at the same time, Georgetown was coming up, and they were doing real well. Of course, we ended up meeting them in the Final Four.
Yeah.
But then both teams, and especially U of H, we go into the shadow realm. Definitely. And honestly, one of the main reasons why I came here is because of U of H basketball, Phi Slamma Jamma. That's one of the things that when I signed here, I said, I cannot believe I'm going to the same school where Phi Slamma Jamma was. And it's taken all this time to get back to that level.
Well, you're not at that level. You've exceeded that level.
Right.
I mean, you played for national titles for two of those 3 years. But this is better. This is sustained. And you didn't keep it going with players. You might have better individual players next year than you have this year. Maybe not the better team, Cope Sampson has a chance to get to win number 300 on April 7th.
Or 800.
Jawan, I believe. What did I say?
300.
Oh, 800 for him, 300 for Jawan. Or no, 150. I'm sorry. It'll be okay. Let me start over. Okay, can we start the podcast over?
Hey, let me
Are you having a stroke?
Relax.
800.
Relax.
Relax, Beaky.
800 wins for his career. 300 at U of H. Jawan 150. A lot of numbers, and I ain't so smart. Yeah.
The only thing
All we are missing during this run is a cool nickname. Well, today it would be Choke a Bitch Out.
Yes.
And so if you could put that on a shirt,
or
5-star work ethic, but nobody wants to make that into a shirt.
As they would say in Hustle and Flow, whoop that.
We beat everyone. That's what the fuck we do. Take y'all ass to onesubstantial.com right now. Join the Beat Everyone crew. Belt to ass. Good one, Ryan. What would be a good nickname for this team?
That's one of the funnier things you've ever said. This is one of the funniest things Towns ever said. Not sure what exactly.
I have no idea what that was about.
I don't either.
And see, I'm still wearing it.
Yeah. He has not worn anything since then, I believe.
Well, I told you
that's going to change next weekend.
What?
We're getting new clothes for next weekend.
Oh yeah. We're gonna get fancy.
Yeah, we are. Got my hotel room ready, waiting for the tickets. Houston versus everybody.
What?
That's not so much. There you go. This has been a lot of fun. I don't know how.
Winning is that.
Let me ask.
It's like that.
So when I was filming on the court, the sound was off. Is that what y'all said?
Not just absolute silence.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll have to
have the headphones in your ears.
I did, and that's on me.
Yeah. No, you good.
And I couldn't.
I said the audio was ass.
Well, but I wasn't. I had that off, so I could. Yeah. But here's what we'll do. If they cut nets again, we'll have the headphones out.
When they cut nets again.
I don't say when. I never say that.
We're going to go through a few audio tests before you leave.
Yeah, sure. We got to figure some stuff out. But I will say, it was like the 9th time I've been in this locker room, and it finally worked. We heard from players.
On the floor, I just assumed that it was a problem. You just didn't have enough bandwidth. Because
the internet was great. Or it was on my end. Was the video okay?
The video was
pretty good.
Video was solid. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, good. We'll talk about it, I guess. Well, no, we can talk about it now because we got plenty of time. It's not like we're going anywhere. I mean,
I have to get on a plane eventually.
When? Today or tomorrow?
6 a.m. is my flight.
Bitch, it's not even 6 p.m.
No, it's 7 p.m. See, I'm ahead an hour, and
okay, 7.
I gotta go fight.
He got your ass.
I gotta go fight. God damn it. I gotta go fight tornadoes. I ate Waffle House at like 3:30 this morning, and it turns I was the only person at Waffle House. It was fantastic. There were 6 people working and me.
That's some bullshit because you got to fight.
There was no fighting today. And the lady was just standing there waiting to refill my coffee. And I haven't eaten since then. And but I feel good. I'm going to tell you something that struck me while I was standing on the court. You win a game Saturday night. I don't know how you sleep Sunday night.
Yeah.
I do.
That's a good problem to have. Well, I
Close
know
my
you'll
eyes.
see. Yeah, that's never really worked for me.
Um,
So Auburn's up 10 with 8 minutes to play. They're at the under 8, maybe.
7:30.
The ESPN headline for this game on the homepage is Houston smothers Vols. See, I told y'all. So pitch. Houston smothers Vols, punches Final Four ticket.
I mean,
And then
smothers
when
is
you,
a very nice way to put it.
yeah, and then you click on it, and it's Pete Thamel wrote it, who was sitting 2 down from me. Houston flips script on SEC, Vols, advances to Final Four. I don't know how they flipped the script. Is it because they lost to Alabama and Auburn?
I think, judging by the chat, I think Broom is out.
Wait, what do you mean out?
Jonai Broom is injured.
Oh,
Somebody said
okay.
broken thumb.
That's a bad one.
Mark, who's in Amsterdam? I don't know if you caught that the first
What
time around.
are we live in America, or is it just the Eiffel
Hey,
Tower
we
in
got
Amsterdam?
it. Jason Texman watching from Munich. We are worldwide,
we are really
international
worldwide.
men of fame.
This is crazy. We taking this shit to the moon. God damn it. I ain't gonna lie, man. I fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
I fuck with y'all boys, man. We
I
doing some
like
good
you
shit
too.
here. We in the final fucking four. That's what we
Again.
do. You know what I'm saying, man? This is great staff. Great staff. Great group of guys, man. Great group of guys.
How fun was listening to them? Let's just put that Final Four court behind us. I forgot to do that. Man, there's so many things we missed out on. Here's I'm going to add a little photo that we can show to the good people of the internet.
Nice.
That's from U of H Cougars. That is an adequate representation of what just happened. Give us, let's just throw it back out there. Galen, what did Qantas tell you that first day that you were here with him? What did he say about that old man?
Yeah, look here. I'm gonna have that motherfucker win a national championship. I was like, brother, I hope I can be a part of it, but you know, I believe you based on the conviction that you're speaking it with. No jokes. No, whenever it comes to this basketball stuff, there's no jokes with Q. He is all business, and that's a loyal guy. Loyal guy.
Shout out to Louisiana Lafayette having to wait another 9 or 10 days for a head coach, but they're going to enjoy it. They're going to love who they got.
It's like, well, because Jay Lucas got the job at Miami, and he was that dude, right?
Yeah.
And he just left and
he
went
said,
to
deuces.
And that's kind of, I feel like that kind of seems a little.
But that's not a relationship built on loyalty.
He's only been there for a couple of years. He's a hired gun. So
yeah. And this is different.
Hey man, if you're a whore, you're not spending the night. You get your money and you leave.
It depends. Yeah. Towns just doesn't like that it costs extra if they stay the night. Poor guy.
Hey man, I got to get my 6 minutes and we're done.
Whoa. Language.
Big towns.
The Uber don't even leave.
Yeah. Just stay right there. We'll be
back shortly.
Yeah. I mean, the commercial break won't even be over.
Exactly.
I was down. So I was in the arena waiting for the team to leave the hotel to come here. And I went down to the locker room just to film the guys coming in. I just like to see that attitude. I want to see if Malik was down there. And Kelvin had to do a pre-taped interview for CBS or TBS. TNT, whoever it was. And he gave me the biggest, I'm going to murder you and I'm going to bury your body look. While he was doing an interview and still plotting to end me. So thankfully it did not happen today.
Whole facts.
Hey, see,
They
if you
already
know,
sent
you know.
Star Pizza.
Star Pizza. Good people. Better pizza.
I am so excited for Star Pizza. I am so excited for U of H fans. I am so excited for what is building here, because this is you win a national title. It's a destination, but there's going to be more. This ain't shutting down this year. And
Well, I mean, it's not even contingent on a national title. Is just the cherry on top of the giant mountain range of Sundays we're building here.
Yeah.
Courtside seats, $10,000 on Vivid. My courtside seat will be free. America.
Hey, spend $10,000 on
Nosebleeds,
Vivid, you just can
500.
get a lot more.
I don't know what that means, but
Well, if y'all know what Vivid was
I
back in
don't.
the day.
No clue. Kelvin was offended when an interviewer asked if Coach Q would stay. Yeah. Yeah.
And to those doing the interviews, they don't really get it. They don't know. I mean, I can't fault them for being ignorant. They just don't know. They know how everybody else operates, but
No. Obviously, I didn't hear the broadcast, but just heard a little cut in at halftime. And it is remarkable how many national games you see with U of H where the people discussing it have never seen them play. It is like you don't understand this team, this program. I mean, I get it. It's unsexy. I had a national writer sitting next to me today, and he was talking to someone. He's like, "Do you enjoy this? You having fun?" He's like, "No." They don't like watching this basketball. They want to see Auburn and Alabama score a bunch. But
yeah,
The uglier the
there's
game,
more than one way to
the
win.
uglier the game with us, the better.
Well,
I like our chances when shit is ugly.
you know, I was looking at Ken Palm earlier, and of the final 6 that were still active, all 6 of them were in the top. All 6 of them were in the top 10 of Ken Palm. Only 3 of the top 10 were offensive. So I mean, I know that reporters and media, they love to see BYU and Alabama not play any defense at all. But that's not what wins. And the thing, I can't really blame them to an extent because they just don't understand ball. They don't know what they're watching. They're just watching the ball. That's it. They don't understand defense. Defense is a different mentality. It's a different skill set. There's a reason why coaches have a hard time coaching defense because they just don't get it.
Easy to do. It's not easy.
Broom just came back into the game. Sports Center tweeted out 10 minutes ago, Broom went down with an apparent injury. He was able to walk off the court. Yeah, that happens when your thumb hurts.
Apparently, it wasn't.
Are you dumb?
He was referring to your thumb, so I misreported.
What'd you say?
I said apparently, what's his name said he was referring to your thumb, but I just ran with it anyhow.
Oh, my thumb is yeah.
From hitchhiking?
Yeah, there could be that. That's what happens when you go to San Antonio, I've heard. Today was fun. There you go. Got to get to San Antonio. Galen, we're gonna watch that. We're gonna take a Greyhound to San Antonio. We're gonna watch that movie on the way, and we're gonna just live stream it. We're gonna make content.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, we can't all be in the PJ like you.
Damn.
Post
Boom.
game, they talked about how beautiful it was to watch the U of H defense.
Was that the
You
studio
know,
guys? But I mean, I would assume so because
Yeah.
what's his name? Jay Wright's there, and Nova we know knows a thing or two about defense. Unfortunately,
Is there U of H Final Four gear yet? Oh, it's out. There's a hat on the U of H website. I don't see shirts yet. Oh, yeah, there it is. The shirts are out. The gear in the arena, I went looking today. It's expensive. T-shirts are $40 to $70. I don't know. A visor was $40. I mean,
I mean,
that's half a hat.
I don't mind
Not
buying that
here.
from Galen.
Well, I mean,
I'm
this
gonna
is
spend
stuff
40.
with.
It's gonna be from Galen, not that crap they schlepped there. I mean, dude,
Well, and this is Sweet 16 gear.
I got a satin hood on my hat.
I mean, come on. Come on.
You have no power.
My boy Towns looking like Assassin's Creed.
Exactly. Requiescat in pace.
Galen?
Oh yeah, for sure. I just sent it.
Boom.
There you go. Just got an email.
You knew
One
he was working up
substantial
something.
just dropped.
If you're watching this, and you know what, my birthday's tomorrow too. So if you fuck
It
with me,
is
you want to give me
accurate.
a nice birthday gift, come shop with your boy at onesubstantial.com, man. Why not?
It's on my calendar. I'm going to call you tomorrow from the airport. We can live stream that too.
Big 2-8. Ryan, do you remember when you were 28?
Yeah, that's when I lost my virginity. It was fun. They were good days.
Oh man, you got to be stopped, brother. You got to be stopped.
Emperor Towns. Clark Kellogg picked us to lose. I believe Seth Greenberg did as well.
I think Clark Kellogg might have picked the absolute worst bracket in the history. He picked Clemson to win the national title or make it to the Final Four. I sat there and watched him talk about it back when everything was announced
On the announcement show.
Yeah, and I was like, "Is this guy? Does he have like something wrong in his head or something?"
Yes. What were Malik's numbers at the end of the game?
Let's see here. Home stat.
3 points, 6 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive, 4 assists.
Turnover, steal, block. Big 3.
I mean that his only points of the game were so beautiful. Just an absolute teardrop bomb. And then he didn't even do the throat slash. He's just such a nice guy. He didn't even throat slash him.
I'm gonna genuinely miss him and JBR.
One of the things that really stands out to me the most about not just the wins and the good players is that every one of our guys are good guys. They don't cause any problems. They're just all really nice guys that all seem to get along really well, but they're good people.
I asked the staffer yesterday, who's the biggest asshole that y'all have had since you've been here? And stumped because you just haven't recruited that. But I mean, every guy on this team is a genuinely good dude. The only one that is rude is Juwan. And his
And
10 rings are. Yeah. Well, before we got on with him, he was like, I don't want to fucking talk to you again. Like, you're gonna ask me the same questions you all, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna ask you
Like
questions.
I've been talking to you for 6 freaking years.
Years. I went and looked. I think we have done. I think that was interview number 44 that he has sat down with us one-on-one.
That's tough.
That does not. That doesn't happen anywhere in the country for anybody, and we have just hounded that dude. He is going to be so excited to get out of this. Uh, but I thought he gave y'all some really good stuff, and did the other night as well.
Here you go. Happy birthday, Galen. That's for my mom. So
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
If you notice,
She,
my
uh,
mom
she
didn't say
gets-
shit.
she gets excited when basketball season comes around because she always says, "Hey, is Galen going to be back on the shows again?" He's just so entertaining. He's just such a good guy. I'm like,
I
hey,
appreciate
yeah,
that, man.
absolutely.
I appreciate that. Damn. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm actually sick and tired of people telling me, I love Gail. He brings so much. He's not even that good. He brings so much. He's so good. I watch just because of him. Yeah, we get it. We understand. You love Gail. Star pizza. Yeah.
I also respect Kansas first teams. Those guys toughed out a rough season before anything was built. They did. Those guys, they were in for quite a change from the changeover.
Previous administration.
Yeah. Things got different real quick. And you felt sorry for it because they kind of got hung out to dry. I mean, I understand why guys transfer because time is short and those guys only had 1 year left.
Hey, man, so everybody that's shopping right now, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Keep doing it. But I need the floor for a minute. We've been doing GoCougs.com for almost 8 years. And we have talked to every athlete, every coach, every administrator. They've done everything with us. But 2.5 years ago, Lauren Sampson connected me with Galen. And I knew Galen, but I didn't know Galen. And it has been the best thing that's ever happened to us. And I mean, this is fantastic, but Galen has given us so much and I call Mario Puente our MVP. His photos bring all of our content to life, but Galen's right there with it. He has brought so much to us, to the fans. And the coolest part for me is Galen saying, this is so awesome for him. Just because of the interaction with all of you and the trash talk and whatever. But Galen, we appreciate you and thank you so much and happy birthday. I will never say anything nice to you again. So you might want to cut this up and enjoy it. But thank you. We appreciate you and for everything you've done. Also, Brad, thanks.
No, well, what I would say also is that Galen, you do a great job of representing yourself, but you make us better. You bring stuff out of us that makes us a lot better in what we do. So that's what you do as a point guard. You're still facilitating.
Appreciate y'all boys, man. Wow.
Yep.
Love, man.
It's pretty great.
Pretty great. Pretty cool. Just glad y'all let me be a part of it, man. Shit is pretty fucking dope. Shit is pretty fucking dope.
Make-A-Wish is a powerful organization. And letting you be on this has been one of the smarter things we've ever done.
Ryan just doesn't stop.
No.
Just doesn't
stop. How did anybody know how baseball did today?
Run ruled once again.
Oh, well, that's impressive.
Yeah. Things haven't gone great on Fridays or Sundays, but everything else is pretty good. But we're not going to talk about baseball anymore. Stop. No more. We're not ruining this with that.
Losses there are just as good as wins. They're actually better than wins.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Appreciate you. Mike Jones, who?
Mike Jones called out
It must
the
have
Go
been
Cougs
tough.
intern.
It must have been tough growing up with that name. Had to be tough.
Our friends at Pod Slamma Jamma are going to stream for you at 7:00. Andy, Dayon, Chris Gardner, and Fluff. I want you to all go over there and watch their show at 7. So you got 50 minutes. I promise we're going to be done by then. But shout out to those guys. I love them all. I don't know Fluff, but I like the other three. And y'all go watch them.
I love watching Fluff play.
Yeah.
He was definitely a bright spot back in
In a bad time.
those tough times.
Uh,
What could that guy shoot? Wow.
just bought my
Boom!
shirt from One Substantial.
Here's
the thing.
We need a
Nemo.
cha-ching sound.
Here's the thing. He's going to email you 11 times a day to make sure you buy that second. So good luck with that. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Galen. You're getting it. I mean, this is embarrassing.
Damn, a day over 36. Damn, Starnes? I thought we was
Starnes
cool,
Leland.
man. Damn. It'd be your own
Rude.
partners.
You know, we used to have good people here now.
This
You know,
asshole.
Starnes, Muppet looking motherfucker. This was actually Sweet 16 last year, I believe. Or maybe it was in Memphis. But yeah, happy birthday, Galen. Sought out and watched one of the Birmingham Squadron's games a few
I can
nights
tell you
ago.
one thing. We lost. Whatever game
Is it-
you watched, I know we lost.
Is the season over?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all finish? Playoffs? Playoffs.
No. We had so many guys coming up from coming down
Playoffs.
from the hills, and yeah, it was a tough year, but it was still fun though, man. It was still fun for sure.
I mean, it's a development league. I mean, you
Yeah.
like to win, but that's unfortunately not what the minor league is
Yeah.
really all about.
Happy birthday, Godfather. Enjoy your day and next weekend.
Appreciate your mama Linda. Appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. I think pretty much as everybody has gone out of here, so they might turn the lights off on me. Let's do some final thoughts and talk about going to the final flipping four.
First,
Galen,
let's do a final thought on Star Pizza.
Star Pizza.
Good people.
You still have time. Go get you some Star Pizza.
Hey, you know what, guys? Star Pizza. Grab a little food, and then watch our friends after us.
For sure.
Don't look at Kanye down on their left.
You can look at Kanye. You can look at Drake. You can look at whatever you want.
It was crazy. Harry Potter. They look like a white Mike Epps.
I don't even know what that means, but I guess I don't need to.
Oh, geez.
All right, Brad, go ahead.
Brad, my bad.
Or Galen, I don't care.
Brad, you got a bit, dog.
Man, hell of a run, hell of a season, and it's still alive. I had really, after the game against Purdue, I accepted that no matter what happens today, it's been a phenomenal season. My expectation was do well and compete for the title in the regular season. After that, it's all gravy. My stretch goal was get past the Sweet 16, and I'm playing on house money here. I love to watch this unfold, and I love it for the players. As much as I am a fan of this program, I'm a fan of the players, and I'm really just getting to it's not for me in my happiness that, hey, this is what I want. I want to go through the journey through their eyes. It's kind of like, going back in time and reliving it through them. And it's just so much fun to watch how this builds and then this payoff for them, because everything that they put into it. And you also know how they feel. At least you have an inkling of how they feel. And it's just amazing to watch. And I'm thankful that they let us go on that journey with them and give Ryan so much access to the program. And, I'm thankful for everybody here who shows up every week. And, we might cuss at each other when we're 4-3, but, we're right where we thought we could be.
You've won 34 now?
34.
So you've won 30 out of 31? That's crazy. In this era, to have that kind of run, especially at this level, it don't happen. Gonzaga did it a few years ago, and I don't remember who else. Was it Dayton or somebody? Fairfield, maybe? But to do it at this level, wild. The arenas you've played in, you haven't lost on the road or neutral in 2025. I think it's 17 games now, 16 maybe. That's nuts. Galen,
Shit, we not alive, we living, man. On to the next. I do think it's cool for us to have success and for everybody who's been supporting from the jump to kind of witness the ascension. I think that the senior manager on our team, this kid named Matt, he used to come to the camps when he was a kid.
Matt Criswell?
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
like for him to be witnessing this, I can only imagine how that is for him because he saw where the program came from. Even one of my the guys I went to school with, his name is Matthew McDonald.
Yeah.
He was here from the start. Now he's on staff, and it's like to just see how just the rise. Even though the setbacks hurt, but it's just like we just keep fighting, man. It's just so cool to be a small part of that and to see these guys have the success that they've been more than deserving of having. So hats off to our coaching staff, hats off to our players, hats off to our supporters, hats off to y'all. I'm just glad we get to watch another game, man. And whatever happens after that, shit, it's gonna happen after that.
The thing that I notice about this team, I think about it all the time, is that players tend to be best friends with other players, and they tend to get along, and they tend to, but it's so much more with this program. You're in a bubble with the same guys, and it is basically 24 hours a day, and they love each other, and you can tell that it just matters so much. And seeing them celebrate and seeing them, practice every day, it's elite. It is so different. And I've been around championship programs and good teams, but this one is just built different. And you see it in another way with how Quanis and Hollis and Kellen reacted to Galen. Galen hadn't been a part of this for 5 or 6 years, and they treat him like a brother, like he's one of us. He started it. And that's how it is with all of them. And to see it with assistant coaches and staffers and players, you're mentioning guys, Jonathan Laredo. Jonathan Laredo, for Halloween as a kid, would dress up as a U of H football player, U of H basketball player, and then came here to college and is now on staff. I mean, he and Ryan Elvin have been coaches for 1 year, and they're 1-for-1 in Final Fours. That ain't so bad. That's pretty good. And I'm happy for both of them. Both of them are great, and the players respect them and love them. This journey that we started late June. This is when I first was with these guys. I didn't see him June 1st. Through the summer and through the fall, and then, really getting into it late September. But it's been almost every day. And they are the exact same people every time we're around them. There's never any bad attitude days. There's never any pissed off or no, I'm not doing that. It's always, okay, let's do it. And they talk about Kelvin being that way. You talk about Quanis and Hollis being that way, Kellen. But the players are that way too. I guess that's Samsonized, maybe another version of it. But you just don't see it. You see it in every other sport and every other walk of life, but you don't see it with them. And it's been really cool dreaming up different ways to exploit them for content. And they're always like, all right, let's do it. Except for Jawan. He's got an attitude all of a sudden.
Coach Simpson, he has a unique way of putting shit in perspective. He'd be like, son, I think I'm a good coach, but if I died, they'd have a nice memorial for me and they'd be on to the next coach. That's how replaceable I am. And his message was basically like, you're never as important as you think you are. So I think that he not only is he a great coach and a great teacher, but he's like a great life mentor. The stuff that he teaches through the game of basketball, it correlates to life. So I think that's what makes him who he is.
Yeah. Another thing is the loyalty that he has engendered with Quanis and Hollis, people like you, other players. I mean, it's crazy. I don't think we said this, but I tried Star Pizza last Friday, Chicago deep dish, per Towns' recommendation. That's shocking. Towns would say get more bread. But next time I'll get in thin crust, more traditional. Is this breaking?
You really can't go wrong.
You can't. Is this breaking the longest show on record? Yes, but there was no sound for like the first hour, so I don't know if that counts. My name, Michael Jones, was not popular until the rapper made it popular. Every time I check into a hotel, I can imagine that would be a difficult name to check in anywhere.
It's like Office Space with Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton, there you go. Galen has no idea what that is.
I had it first.
Yeah. Special and rare culture, genuine family atmosphere. It's all gravy, baby. Final thoughts. Final Four bound. Turn SA red starting Friday night and make it hell for Duke on Saturday. Cougars have taken 3 of 4 possible hardware. These guys have cut 3 sets of nets in 3 weeks. And they could turn it into 4 in 4 weeks. That's wild. On my phone, for some reason, it's still from when Malik was on with us. He blocked this shit out of Ziegler.
Michigan State's down by 6, 11 seconds. Can they do what we did?
U of H needed 18 to do that, so probably not. Yeah. That relaxed moment to Milos during a TV timeout is a great example of Coach Samps being a life mentor. Yeah, but he was trying to win a game too. I mean, let's be real. So that's going to be it for us. There's going to be so much content on Go Cougs this week. It's disgusting. But not tomorrow. Well, maybe tomorrow. Maybe Brad will do something. I'm not. I'm going to take the day, fly home. Galen, are you in Houston or are you going back?
I'm in Birmingham right now. Probably
Okay.
Back, later on in the week. But yeah, I'm in
Okay. But we'll coordinate on your trip to San Antonio. Towns, are you going to make it?
I
No.
doubt it.
Okay. Yeah. I would just like to see you on a raft in the Riverwalk.
it would overflow.
Yeah, you and like a
I mean,
bucket of gravy.
I would literally be dragging my ass on the bed of the river.
Yeah, but maybe.
Sounds, man.
Yeah.
All
Thank you,
one
Brad.
season, Final Four, man. That's tough.
Your 7th Final Four. 2 in the 60s, 2 in the 80s, 2 in the 20s. It's wild, but you got a legit chance at this. Duke up first. We'll get into Duke this week. We'll do a show Wednesday or Thursday night. We'll figure it out. But thank y'all so much for doing this. 2 hours and 45 minutes of us. We appreciate it. That's a lot. You see Joe Rogan do this every day. I don't know how. And it's just one-on-one. But man.
And everybody,
All right.
you gotta. What's Andy and them's link?
Odd Slamma-Jamma. No, you can find it
Slamma-Jamma.
on Twitter. You can find it on YouTube. Go to Houston Roundball Review or Pod Slamma-Jamma or Andy Yanas or Chris Gardner or Deion Dunlap. Go find him. It'll be at 7 o'clock, they say. We'll let them know that we pumped it, and so they go do their thing.
Go
appreciate you guys in this show. Looking forward to more.
Go give them a like and a follow. Tell them we sent you over there.
Yeah.
Help them out. Support them.
And we're going to see about a commission for that. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll do it again next weekend from San Antonio. That's pretty wild.